Let's get it. What's up, YouTube? My name is Mr. Splinter, and it's time for another throwback review. You are about to enter the Twilight Zone. Now, the original series of the Twilight Zone ran from 1959 to 1964, and its episodes included genres such as psychological, horror, thriller, sci-fi, and etc. Start off by saying, this show creeped me out when I was a kid. One of the reasons being because it was black and white. And usually, when I was a kid, I was used to like the colorful animation and Disney and DreamWorks movies. But when I saw this show, it was a huge shift to what I was watching on TV. I have to say, I really appreciate Twilight Zone being in black and white because it adds to the tension that's built up in every episode. Like, it can build up tension for a plane flight, live toys, anything. It works well with this show, and I applaud that. Also, another feature that I recommend watching, which is in black and white, is Frankenweenie. Really good movie. Watch that. And another thing that I have to applaud this show about is the way they deliver their horror. Usually with movies and TV shows in our modern age, they usually get you with jump scares or someone coming out from the back door or something like that. But with Twilight Zone, it makes you think about what you just saw in the whole episode, and then that's what gives you the chills. Like, there's this one episode that I loved. It's called, wait, what was it called again? It was called, I think it was called A Nice Place to Visit. And it was about this gambler who died from this gunfight, and supposedly he was in heaven throughout the whole time that he was dead. He was winning lotteries, gambling, but then he realized at the end of the episode, he was in hell the whole time. And after realizing that, I was just like, what did I just watch? And that's what I like about it. It surprises you, and it adds a moral to the ending of the episode as well. And just recently, they started to show Twilight Zone at like 6 o'clock on Sci-fi. So every morning when that comes on, I watch that. And it just gives me the chills every time because it's not almost morning time. Well, it is morning time, but it's so dark, and then I just feel like someone's creeping behind me, and I get the chills, and it's just so satisfying. This is a refreshing horror / sci-fi, everything combined TV show. I highly recommend this show. And one of the things that I really look forward to in every episode is that narration. He's like, you're about to enter the Twilight Zone. It's a place with supernatural effects and blah blah blah. And every time I hear his voice, I know that something is gonna be a twist or a turn. And yes! Oh, man. Twilight Zone is a good show. Really good. Like I said, I already recommend this show, so I'll give this show an A-. That's my review for the Twilight Zone. It's kind of surprising how a show that was made in the 1950s gives me a refreshing take on the horror franchises that they made today, instead of these modern day cliche movies that we see every time in the theaters almost every year. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, please smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. Your contribution to the channel is really appreciated. And I decided to have our special guest appear at the end of every episode so he can give a quote of the day. So here's our guest, Mr. Splinter.
Hello, people of YouTube. It is I, Master Splinter, and I'm terribly sorry for Mr. Splinter's short review, but I am glad to make it up with the quote of the day for your pleasure. Well, actually, it's for you to apply to your everyday life. Now, here is the quote of the day. The path that leads to what we truly desire is long and difficult, but only by following that path do we achieve our goal. This has been my quote of the day, Master Splinter. And also, for a question, if you've seen Twilight Zone, what is your favorite Twilight Zone episode? Please leave it in the comment section below. Bye. It has been Master Splinter. Hope you had a good time.